Let me speak. My heart bleeds. It is bleeding. Humanity is bleeding. Humanity is bleeding once again. In fact, humanity never stops to bleed. The world is on fire. The oceans are full of blood, and the rivers are also full of blood. We don't care to see. If we feel, if we see, we are habitual to close our eyes because we want to enjoy the life, we want to enjoy the open free market and the free inflow of capital, and we want to succeed in sense of the success of market. That's the human tragedy. Only yesterday 717 people killed in a Hajj stampede in Saudi Arabia, the worst tragedy to hit the world's holiest Muslim pilgrimage in 25 years. We don't know the exact date at all, and we are so habitual to forget human tragedies, and every holy place in every religion has its track record of stampede, whether it is Kumbha in India or the Makkah in Saudi Arabia, the highest religious place. We have no way but escape to say Eid Mubarak today to the Muslim Brotherhood, because we don't know how many people have been killed in the stampede. The death toll last night, it was 717. We have to pay condolence, as we had paid condolence for those who were killed in landslide in Uttarakhand, or earthquake in Uttarakhand, and massive earthquake in Kathmandu, or in tsunami Tamil Nadu. All these tragedies are man-made tragedies. We have to understand. Specifically, I am very sorry to have a letter from my very special friend, Mr. Sudhir Vidyarthi. Who is Sudhir Vidyarthi? He is very special for me because I launched a creative campaign against imperialism just after the first Gulf War and before the start up of neoliberal age in India, about 1991, and Sudhir Vidyarthi was editor of this magazine, Sanders. He not only published the part of the novel, because it was a novel and it has not been published because it could not be published. It was the updation of the war, which is still continued today. It cannot be, it cannot have a climax, and I cannot publish a book on it. Sudhir Vidyarthi published the interactions between writers, poets and readers who wrote me letters, all those letters. And he is publishing this Sandars for years and years. He is committed. I know at least two persons, Professor Chamanlal, who had been in JNU in 1980 as a student and who had been a professor in JNU. He is writing continuously on Shahid-e-Azam Bhagat Singh and other freedom fighters. And Sudhir Vidyarthi is also writing on freedom fighters. He belongs to Shahjahanpur, the land of Sayyid Ashfaqullah, and he has been the guardian of the Ashfaqullah family children, and he has been working on all freedom fighters countrywide, and he is working. At the same time, Sudhir Vidyarthi is writing the history of the people because he thinks in our line, and he thinks that it is not about dynasties, it is not about the rulers, it is not about the capitals or metros. History roots back in Janpad, the district. And here is his first book, Pahchan Bisalpur, on Pilibhit district, and this is his Fatehgarh diary on Fatehgarh, and this is his latest book on Bareilly, and he is a poet also, and his concerns are very poetic, and it is a book written on Sudhir Vidyarthi's achievements. And this is a book on Hansraj Rabar, and this is on the legendary Kathavachak on Ramcharitmanas, Pandit Radheshyam Kathavachak from Bareilly. And this is another book on Janpad and the history of people. I have got these books in my hand, and so many books he has been writing all these years, and I am especially lucky that he cared to send me all these books whom I cannot go through properly. Last night I got a letter from Mr. Sudhir Vidyarthi, and I have to read it because Mamta Didi has published 64 documents about Netaji which had been with the state government, and most of which are police records. I have written and decoded some of them, which deals with his continuous fight against fascism, because he was against Hindutva, resurrection, and the politics of religion, because he was a real Hindustani, and Azad Hind Fauj represented every element of this Indian geopolitics, and he was a man beyond identities, beyond geography, and he represented the Indian geopolitics, and he was in favor of a national language that should be Hindustani, something like the language of Lucknow, mixed with Urdu. The Juban of Hindi, Hindu and Muslim Janta, not the Devanagari Sanskritized Hindi. But these Netaji documents have not proved anything at all. We are in the same water. Nothing has been proved. The mystery of Netaji's life is not solved as yet. From the beginning, the people of this geopolitics never believed that Netaji died, despite three death certificates issued in 1946, 1955 and late in 1988. One man and three death certificates. The Hindutva elements have been trying to prove Nehru the killer, and now after the publication of these documents, the anti-communist elements are trying to prove that Stalin was the killer. This is politics. I have seen the mother of Shahid-e-Azam Bhagat Singh in Basantpur at home, and I have seen so many freedom fighters at home, and they used to come our home, and many of the freedom fighters from eastern UP were resettled with us, the refugees, and we were the victims of partition, the Bengali as well as Sikh refugees and the Burmese refugees who also had been resettled in Rudrapur transit camp. I had been interacting with those people. और मैंने लाहौर ना देखा. Have you seen the drama Jin Lahore na dekha? আমি ঢাকাও দেখতে পারি, ঢাকাও দেখা হয়নি, হয়তো দেখা হবে না. This is the tragedy. This is the tragedy. We cannot discuss Indian history, the history and the dilo dimag of this geopolitics without including these parts of United India, because we have the common history, we have the common culture, we have the common geography, and we have the common environment, we have the common sea, we have the common Himalayas, and we just forget it. We are so detached, and we talk so much hatred that हमने तो हत्तारों को रब बना डाला और रब को हत्तारा बना डाला. Only last day, the report on Muzaffarnagar riots have been published. I am, as a journalist in Meerut, have witnessed Meerut on fire, literally on fire for months. We have to store ration for at least 3 months because the riots could flare up in any time. I have heard the human bones breaking, and I had to smell the burnt human flesh in Meerut. I have witnessed the Malyana genocide I have witnessed the Hashimpura genocide, and this is the tragedy of this geopolitics. And you have to be politically correct. This politics of hegemony, I damn care about that. I don't care to be politically correct because I have nothing to do with the politics, and I am not going to fight any election. I am not going to seek your vote for my enhancement in career, for billion dollars to earn as a so-called representative of Indian people, or the people of Pakistan, or the people of Bangladesh, or the people of Sri Lanka, or the people of Nepal. I am concerned with the destiny of humanity. The humanity which consists about the human escape worldwide. We jointly make this human escape across political boundary. And Sudhir Bittarji wrote this letter last night. I got it, and amidst the hype about Netaji love, and Bengalis are very proud of their freedom fighters, and they have made the holy couch of Rabindranath Tagore and Bankim Chandra and Netaji. You can't speak against them, you can't criticize them, you can't name them, you can't discuss history objectively because of these icons, and we worship the icons. বাঙালিদের বড়ই গর্ব স্বাধীনতা সেনানীদের জন্যে, নেতাজির জন্যে এতকাল পরে প্রেম উথলে পড়ছে, যেহেতু একসঙ্গে সিপিএম, কংগ্রেস, নেহেরু এবং স্টালিনকে কাঠগড়ায় দাঁড় করানো হচ্ছে প্রমাণ ছাড়া। But how much do we care about the freedom fighters? All activities of Indian struggle of freedom were rooted either in Bengal or in Punjab, in Lahore, in Faisalabad, in Karachi, in Dhaka, or in Chatgaon, or in Kolkata. It is the history. It is the real history. But Sudhir Bittarji wrote that he could not trace anything, no book, no document, no memoir, no museum, nothing about other freedom fighters who fought for freedom of India, who were active in Bengal, who were active in Kolkata. It is the same for me because I have spent 25 years in Bengal. I have spent 25 years in Kolkata, and I belonged to Jaisalmer, Dhaka, Bangladesh, where my forefathers belonged, and they were resettled in Nainital, and I was born in Nainital. I was brought up in the Himalayas, and my heart bleeds when I see those freedom fighters from not only from Bangladesh, not only from Pakistan and Balochistan, they are neglected, but those from the cow belt, from Bengal, they have been forgotten. अब शहीदों की चिताओं पर हर बरस मेले नहीं लगेंगे, क्योंकि शहीदों के नामों निशान भी बाकी नहीं है. Who aligned with the British हुकूमत, the British Raj, actually they are ruling India. Their families have been prized and they encased the Pune Pact. They are our national leaders, against whom Indigo revolt, against whom Munda Bidroh, Santhal Bidroh, the fight of Birsa Munda, and the fight of Bhil tribals, all of them make the ruling hegemony. And Sudhir Vidyarthi has written, भारतीय भाषा परिषद के अतिथि कक्ष संख्या 6 से यह पत्र तुम्हें लिख रहा हूँ। परसों रात्रि से मेरी तबीयत अस्वस्थ हो गई, अपच और सर्दी का एहसास हुआ। अभी ठीक नहीं हूँ, रात्रि के 2 बजे से जगा हूँ, नींद नहीं आ रही तो तुम्हें यह पत्र लिखने बैठ गया। कोलकाता में ऐसे समय आया जब इस जमीन पर क्रांतिकारी आंदोलन के निशान विलुप्त हो चुके हैं। He is writing that he could not trace the history of the struggle for freedom in Kolkata. ये goes back to 1980. 1980 की कई दिन की यात्रा में शहीद जतीन्द्र नाथ दास who succumbed after 50 days hunger strike के भाई किरण चंद दास के पास एक अमिता घोष रोड पर ठहरा था। अब वह किरण दा के बेटे मिलन दास एक उदास और सन्यासा घर में रहते हैं। यतीन की सब स्मृतियां वहां से लुप्त हो चुकी है। इवन बंगाल हैज नॉट एनीथिंग टू रिमेम्बर शहीद जतीन्द्र नाथ दास। 15 जोतु भट्टाचार्य लेन में रहने वाले क्रांतिकारी गणेश घोष भी नहीं रहे जिनके मेरे जीवन पर बहुत प्रभाव पड़ा। मिस्टर गणेश घोष, he had been a communist leader and a minister in left front government, the left front which ruled Bengal for 35 years, and lo the tragedy, nobody remembers Ganesh Ghosh, comrade Ganesh Ghosh. गणेश घोष की याद में पिछले दिनों मैंने बरेली के केंद्रीय कारागार में बैरक के नामकरण के साथ स्मृति पटल तथा चित्र लगवा दिया है। इन बरेली सेंट्रल जेल गणेश घोष was imprisoned and Sudhir Vidyarthi ensured a door named on Shahid Ganesh Ghosh, and he paid for that. He paid for the gate, and he arranged the ritual to make the gate come into history. क्रांतिकारी बंगेश्वर राय, गोपाल आचार्य भी अब तो कहाँ होंगे? डू यू नो क्रांतिकारी बंगेश्वर राय? Do you know Gopal Acharya? Nobody remembers. No news at all. मुझे यहाँ कोई बताने वाला भी नहीं है कि जिस फ्रीडम फाइटर्स एसोसिएशन को 11 गवर्नमेंट प्लेस इससे क्रांतिकारी भक्त कुमार घोष चलाते थे और जिनने कभी अपने निजी व्यय से वहां विप्लवी निकेतन की स्थापना की थी ताकि कोई क्रांतिकारी किसी पर बोझ न बने, उसका क्या हुआ? द विप्लवी निकेतन इज नॉट ट्रेसेबल। उन्होंने अनेक स्मारक अपने खर्चे पर बनवाए। जगदीश चटर्जी 4 वल्लभ दास स्ट्रीट कोलकाता, पूर्णदास गुप्त, महाराज तरलक चक्रवर्ती, जतिन दास मेमोरियल 47 चंडीतला लेन कोलकाता 40, वीरेंद्र बनर्जी हावड़ा, सूरज प्रकाश आनंद, जिनके 4 बड़े बड़े कमरों में शहीदों की बड़ी बड़ी पेंटिंग्स लगी थी, इन सब का अता पता देने वाला अब कोई नहीं था। Nothing found about those freedom fighters who were active even after independence in Kolkata. नौसेना विद्रोह के विश्वनाथ बोस भी यही 42 तेलीपाड़ा लेन में रहते थे। 1983 में आगरा में आयोजित नाविक विद्रोह के सम्मेलन में उनसे मुलाकात हुई थी। उत्तर प्रदेश के मिर्जापुर में क्रांतिकारी प्रकाशन के संचालक और उस छोटे शहर के शहीद उद्यान में शहीदों के दर्जनों बूथ स्थापित करने वाले बटुकेश्वर अग्रवाल की बेटी उर्मिला अग्रवाल 1980 में कोलकाता में थी। तब मैं उनके घर 15 इब्राहिम रोड पर गया भी था। आज मुझे क्रांतिकारिणी सुनीति घोष और बीना दास की भी बहुत याद आ रही है, जिनसे मिलने का शुभ अवसर मुझे जतीन्द्रनाथ दास बलिदान अर्ध शताब्दी में मिला था। साहित्यिक दुनिया में विमल मित्र, कन्हैयालाल ओझा, महादेव शाह, मनमोहन ठाकुर एंड रतनलाल जोशी का मुझे बहुत स्नेह मिला। इनसे पत्र व्यवहार भी रहा। इन सबके बिना कोलकाता का अर्थ मेरे लिए बहुत बदल गया। मैं कुछ किताबों को भी ढूंढना चाहता था, पर मैं किससे मिलूं? शांति घोष ने जेल से छूटने के बाद अपनी आत्मकथा अरुण बन्ही लाल लिखी। त्रैलोक्य चक्रवर्ती ने जेलों में 30 साल रची। क्रांतिकारी नलिनी दास ने भी अपने संघर्ष को लिपिबद्ध किया, नाम याद नहीं रहा। बीना दास के मेमोयर मुझे जुबान प्रकाशन से पिछले दिनों मिल रहा है। और भी बहुत कुछ है, पर इसके सूत्र कहां से मिले? आपको अपनी इस चिंता और बेचैनी से अवगत कर रहा हूं। आई एम शेयरिंग दिस लेटर. It is personally written to a friend to me, and I am lucky for that. But it is concerned with this geopolitics. It is concerned with the history of Bangladesh. It is concerned with the history of Sri Lanka, with the history of Pakistan, and even with the history of Afghanistan and Kathmandu and India, of course. The India full of diversity, the India known for its culture of pluralism, which our freedom fighters have sustained. That legacy, that history has been looted, and now fascism envelops India, and fascism sees only one color, that is saffron, and our tongue has to be chopped. And unless my tongue is chopped, I have to speak on. And I want to inform you, whoever is watching this video in Kolkata or Bengal, that Mr. Sudhir Vidyarthi is staying in Bharatiya Bhasha Parishad, room number 6. The Hindi people, the Hindi साहित्यकार, कवि, लेखक, पत्रकार जो सेठों के आश्रय में पलने वाले हैं, जो नामवर सिंह और किसी आलोचक के आने पर, किसी प्रकाशक और किसी संपादक के आने पर पुस्तक मिलने में लंबी लंबी लाइन लगाते हैं, अपना फोटो खिंचवाने आते हैं। जब तक जनसत्ता में सबरंग छपता था, तब तक हमारे वहां लाइन लगा के आते थे। आप वो दुआ सलाम भी नहीं करते, नहीं पूछते। उन लोगों को सुधीर विद्यार्थी जैसे व्यक्ति की कोई परवाह नहीं है। They don't care about him, the Hindi writers, the Hindi literature, the Hindi language, the Hindi media. They don't care about these people. They don't care about Sudhir Vidyarthi. They don't care about the history of the freedom struggle of India, and they don't care about the humanity and nature of this united geopolitics. My heart is bleeding. Let me speak human. Thank you to bear with me.